Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me. This is Rob from Cheap Comic Collector, and this is episode number 221. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, similar to what we do, but a little different. I've got this huge box of basically salvage comics that I bought. Dr. Skull has started doing this thing that he says he's usually going to do it on Wednesdays, where he just fills up a box of comics that he thinks are in so bad condition that's so bad that he can't sell them on eBay. So we're going to go through these and determine what kind of shape they're in and so on and so forth. And it's a big box, so this is going to be a long episode, just so you guys know. And let me just show you how deep this box goes here. This is it. And it almost comes up to my knee. That's how thick it is. And this is a stack of comics that goes all the way to the bottom of the box. So yeah, there's that. And so we won't be doing any what am I reading today, because this is going to be a long enough episode as it is. And it's really going to test my theory of, I don't mind whether there's damage to the book or not, as long as it's complete. That's what I always say. I didn't have much fun going through this box. I have already gone through it. So I made a list. I made notes of what's wrong with each issue that I could see just off the top. And whether I have it already or whether I need to keep it. So, and I haven't made that final determination yet. It'll depend on the overall damage. But first off, we have this that I didn't even put in my list because it's not an American comic book. I didn't know what it was. It's obviously a digest. It's manga size. So yeah, here it is next to our regular comic. And I'd never heard of them doing these, but this was actually published by Gotham Comics in India. And apparently they publish for a few different markets, but this was published by a company in India. It is in English. And it's got a damaged pulled. The cover has been pulled from the spine. You can see there how it's been wrapped off, and then the part of the cover has come off on that back page. I'm not familiar with the stories in here, so I'm not sure where this is from. It says it's JLA Giant Super Special, so I assume it's reprints from American comic books, but it doesn't seem to have the traditional title page. There's no really credits for who did the issue. This front page. Sorry, I'm looking from a magnifying glass. I don't see it. Must have put it somewhere else last episode. Now I don't have it. Really. All right. It says first issue brought to you by Shirai Devarayan and Suresh Sitharaman. So I don't know if that means they're the creators or the publishers or what. I just don't know anything about it. Grand Comics Database only has the cover, which thank goodness they had that. I wouldn't even have been able to identify it. But it's definitely got a Justice League story to start with. But like I said, it doesn't seem to have like the traditional, here's the start of the next issue. I can't see that just paging through it. So it may be original material. And then this kind of ends here. And then there's a Wonder Woman story that starts. But like I said, there's no logos. There's no credits. There's none of that. So I don't know if they just removed that and reprinted them, or if it's just original material. I don't know, but it is in English, so that's kind of cool. I'll probably hang on to that at least until I read it, or can find out more about it. If you guys are familiar with these, let me know what's going on with it. I'll just be interested in knowing that. So, and then off to the side in this one, besides the comic books, He threw in some Wizard issues. And I don't really have any interest in these. I was interested in the comics. I'm probably just going to send these to Easy Comic Reader so that he can cut them up and make his note cards out of them. Should be some good pictures in there for that. And then we're just going to start going through the comics. Now, they weren't bagged. They're just thrown in a box. And that's the way it is. This is Conan number 153. And I left this one on top because this is also going to Easy Comic Reader. It's not in the greatest of condition, but it is complete. And it's got a tape right there. Please come off. Please come off. And most of it came off. It's pretty beat, but it is complete, and this is an issue he needs. So that's going to go to him as well. So we're just going to put that with the magazines. And all the other Conans that were in this box he already had. So these will be, I think most of these are keepers for me. This is 201, and most of the Conans are in decent shape. They just have a lot of spine ticks. Like, for how old they are, they're in much worse shape than you would expect it to be. This is 201 from 1987, and I was looking at this one thing. Oh, this isn't too bad. I mean, it's rough, but it's not awful. And then I noticed this on the logo. Take a look. Yeah, Mickey Mouse. And they don't feel like stickers. I'm not sure what those are. If those are like tattoo transfers or what. There's no edge to it. They're just on there. I mean, whoever placed them did a good job. I think it looks great. But yeah, and other than that, it's a nice monster cover too. But so yeah, that's what I'll be keeping for my collection. Obviously, you know, I need to make notes here on what I'm doing with it. Make sure I know that I'm keeping the ones. So yeah, keeping that one. Here's number 168. All the Conans were complete. Like I said, they just have they were well read. They all have like multiple spine ticks. The pages are coming off. One of the things he did mention in his video for this box was he's gotten some books from a guy who used to make his own backing boards. And judging by the damage that I've seen on some of these, what the guy did was he would put the comic on whatever piece of cardboard he would use, and then take a razor and actually cut out using the comic book as a guide, which has got to be the world's stupidest way of doing it. So there are issues in here where they're actually in decent shape, but the guy cut the comic. You know, it'll be you can tell that it's rough on the top or the bottom or the edge, and there's some places where the spine has been scraped. And some of them are pretty bad, and other ones you don't really notice it unless you can feel it with your finger because it's not even anymore. So yeah, most of these Conans I'm going to keep. This is 172, and the wear on these is just worn. They're just worn. There's no major damage to them. It's just been well used, and that's perfectly acceptable to me. This one I already have, and this one, unfortunately, this one looks like one of the lesser amounts of wear on this one. But I have that one, so we're going to start a new stack somewhere here. I'll put them over up here, I guess. And 193. It says the back cover is missing a small piece on this one. Yeah, up here at the top. This is, I don't know if the guy did that with his razor or if it's there's just a chunk missing, but there's a little bit of a tear right there. Other than that, it's not in that bad a shape. So keeping that one as I need that one. 203 says it's got water damage. So these are the ones I wanted to look at to determine whether I was keeping them or not. Because as you know, I lost my childhood collection to water damage when there was a house fire. And so I gotta, when there's water damage, I want to check them pretty careful. This one's not real bad. It's just wavy. I mean, if I had a press, I could maybe press it out. I don't know how those kind of things work. And I don't have any room for one anyway. But since I don't have one, you know, so far we're going with the poor grade is better than no grade in theory. But this was a rough box for me to go through. I don't know that I'll be getting another one of these boxes just because there was no joy in it. It's just a really bunch of beat up old comics. There were not very many good surprises in here. 157, gonna keep that one. It's got some spine damage. It's just tick after tick after tick on this thing, but other than that, it's a complete. So I don't mind spine damage too much. This one, keeping this one, number 148. So 179 I have. This one's a rough shape too. Not a whole lot of spine ticks, but there is some just marks all over it. You can see where the cover was folded back. It's yellow. It's got ink blots on the back of it. It's rough. 165. Keeping that one because I don't have it yet. It says wear, tear, and a rolled spine. So yeah, the spine's rolled a little bit. It's wear, and it's got a tear up here. But yeah, for my collection, this isn't that bad. So let's see. Shadow Strikes number 9. I gotta go to a different page. I actually have 4 pages of notes here. This one just says it's wear. That's all I could see on it was wear. So I'm keeping that one because I don't have that one in my collection. And it is 90s, but it's not something I can sell. So I either need to either trade it or keep it. Maybe I should put it in trade because it's not in terrible condition. It's not mint, but it's still, a solid readable copy. Yeah, I think we'll start a trade pile. Let's put that into trade. So since it's after 89, we'll change that to trade. And here we have Starman. This is a series I'd like to collect, but I don't have that many of them. This one I'm going to keep. It's got a rolled spine. It's that the cover is rolled around pretty bad. You can't really see it, but it's curved right here in an odd way. Other than that, it's not too bad. It does look like the cover is shorter. So I don't know if the guy maybe did cut this cover. I don't know, but I don't have it. And I don't like the. I don't like to trade something that's that bad. So, New Avengers. I'm trying to go fast because there's a huge box. So, New Avengers number 56, 2009. Quite a bit of wear on this one. I was actually gonna see if since this is a more recent comic. I was going to try and use some of this Absurdine stuff and see if I could clean that. Because it's only in this bottom corner. Yeah, that looks actually pretty good. It's coming off. It's not all coming off, but enough of it where it's not too bad. Yeah, it just kind of smudged it. It didn't really take it off. It just smudged it. So maybe with a little effort, maybe it would take it off all the way. I don't know. There's it's up here too. There's just kind of a general wear or ink transfer of some sort onto the cover. So I'm gonna keep that too, even though it's not, it's 90s or 2009, I guess. Iron Man 310. What do I got for this one? Slight wear from 80s. This was actually one of the better issues in here, I think. I couldn't really see anything too terribly wrong with it. I didn't feel any cuts. There's a little bit of water damage on the bottom right here in this one spot where it's wrinkled. So not quite as good as I thought it was. Shroud number 2. Slight corner wear, it says, from 1994. So, yeah, this bottom corner is worn a little bit. Pretty bad. Not terrible, but enough where it's noticeable. That's the only thing I could see with this one. So I'm surprised he didn't go ahead and list these, because he only lists them for $1. Now, there's one little smudge of something on the back here. Can't tell if that's something that'll come off or what that is. Yeah. Can't tell if that's something on there or if it's a stain or what that is. It's just one little dot right there. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put that in trade too. And I'll just list them as like reader copies or something, because they're not in that bad a shape. Avengers 1.1. Now this is one I already had, I think. Yep, I got this one, and this one was cut, I think, at the top is what I've got written. Yeah, you can see where the top is no longer even. The guy did pretty good, but then he cut it right here on the end. That's the only thing that's wrong with it, is this idiot was using these to cut out backing boards instead of making one backing board and then using that as a template for all the rest of the comics. I just, man, really, you know. So I can't sell that one with that kind of damage on it. I don't want to. But somebody might trade for it. It's a decent issue, other than just that one little thing. So we're gonna put that in trade too. Spectacular Spider-Man 183. Edgeware, and it says I'm keeping this one. Edgeware. Oh, it's on the back. Okay, yeah, there's some edgeware on the back. There's also a little bit of water damage up here too that I didn't notice, where it's wrinkled across the top. So keeping that one. Brave and Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman number 4. Keeping these. This one was cut at the top too. Otherwise, you know, it would have been a mint issue. So that's just gotta suck, man. But you can see right here at the end where he just completely cut off that top corner right there. It's just a whole chunk missing out of it. Little tiny chunk. All right, Iron Man 215. Beginning of a new era of greatness. And it says there's a wear spot on the back. That's it's not this one. Oh yeah, there's actually part of the glossy part of the cover is missing. There's actually a chunk there where something was stuck to it. Somebody peeled tape off of it, probably a tape snag or something. Other than that, that's not that bad, so I can live with that. That's gonna keep her. Batman 486, obviously, you know, detached cover. Whether the guy cut it or it came like that, who knows? Batman 486. I don't know if I even looked past that. And I have this one, so this is just junk, unfortunately. So what am I doing with the junk ones? These were sale ones. These were ones I had that were in too bad a shape to sell, but this is not. These aren't. I wouldn't say these two Conans are junk. They just, I have them already, and they're not in good enough shape to sell. Maybe I could trade them. Could I do these before I was trading them? Yeah, I'll just put those in trade and read and keep those as reader copies, because I'm just gonna mark all of these as reader copies when I put them into the trade list, and then this is just junk. So, all right, Batman 503. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that for junk. This is the spine is wrecked on this one too. This is junk pretty much too. There's a hole in it, and it's cover's coming off. Cover's ripped off of its spine. And I already have this one too, so it's just going to go in the junk pile. Here we have Uncanny X-Men 304. So this was one I need to take a closer look at, because I had marked this as possibly being one I could sell, because it doesn't look that bad to me. The hologram's working nice. There's no markings or anything on the hologram. I couldn't feel any cuts where the guy had cut the cover. I'm just not seeing it being bad. I mean, it's not in the greatest of shape. There's a couple spine ticks. And it's got some cover wear on it. I don't know what that is there. That looks, there's nothing on the inside. It's just on the outside. I'm gonna go ahead and try and sell that one on the claim sales. We'll just, we'll disclose the damage to it, but I think I might be able to sell that one since it's the hologram. Still got a decent hologram on there. The hologram's not scratched or beat up or anything like some of them are, so that's cool. All right, Uncanny X-Men 295. This one says I have it already. It's worn and it has a hole in the cover. So, yep, got a bunch of holes in the cover. It looks like somebody used it as a dartboard almost, except they're just in the cover. So yeah, that one's in rough shape. We're gonna put that in the garbage pile too. I don't think I want to trade anything that bad to somebody, considering all the good stuff you guys have been sending me. So, Uncanny X-Men 282. I have this one. This was worn really bad. It's got the gold covered background, so I'm thinking this might be a second printing. I'm not sure. But I also feel like it's missing, like maybe this was supposed to be a fold out cover. I'm not sure. Because it's got like basically the cover of 281 in the back, and I don't remember that at all. So, but it's in rough shape. I'm gonna put that in the garbage pile too, because I don't think I don't trust that it's all there to trade it. Thunderbolts number 3. So I think I had all the Thunderbolts marked to go ahead and keep them. They all have water damage. So this one is on the rough side. It's got some pretty wrinkly pages in there, but nothing really, really, really bad. I can still live with that. Let's see. Yeah, keep that one. This is number 4. Keep that one. This one's a little bit worse. It feels like there's some major waves going on in that one. I don't know. Someday I'm going to have to learn how to press. Someday. Here's Uncanny X-Men, the Flashback -1 issue. And this one's got water damage and a ripped spine. It's got like an inch-long rip on the spine at the top and some water damage. I can live with that one too, so I'm keeping that one. And This is number 331. Oh, it's water damaged. I do have it already. Although these will probably end up in the claim sale. So that's a thought. I have it. But I could keep this one and put because the other one's going to end up in the claim sale if it's in decent condition. All right, I'm gonna start a new pile. I'm gonna have to remember what all these piles are. Let me grab some notes here. All right, this is a garbage pile. This is damaged, but going to sell the good copy. That's confusing. And then these are trade reader copies. These are ones I'm keeping. And these are the ones I'm going through. And this is a sell pile over here. All right. Uncanny X-Men 305 looks to be a decent cover at first, but you see where the cover was folded over here, and it says it has a water damage. So even though the cover looks good, the back cover does not, and it's definitely got some waves in it towards the top. Not as bad as some of them, but otherwise, yeah. So keeping that one. I don't have that one. So Uncanny X-Men 309. This actually looked like a pretty decent copy. It's got a couple spine ticks, and there is, I guess there's a little water damage. It's not major. But the big problem here is the UPC code. Look at all the dirt that's on this UPC code. And that's the only place it is on that UPC code. So I don't know if somebody took a sticker off of there or what that is. I don't know if that's something Abzurine will help with. Maybe eventually, after hours and hours of doing this, might be better off using and I'm gonna keep this one anyway because I don't have it yet. So let me just real light with the sandpaper, see if I can rough that up a little bit. That's not helping. You would almost have to use like Goo Gone or something on it, which who knows what that would do to the comic. So yeah, the Abzurine is actually what works the best of what I have to work with, but it's not gonna really do anything either. So that's too bad that that's on there. I don't know what that's from, where it's just on the UPC code, unless they had another sticker on there at some point and somebody took it off and the glue was on there and then the glue got dirty, and that's what it looks like. Nasty little corner on there, but that's the kind of stuff that really tests the theory. Is poor grade better than no grade? So I mean, I guess it is. You get to read the comic, but yeah, it's not like if I saw this in a even a 25-cent bin, I would skip it because I know I can get a better copy with it being that recent of an issue. So that's a you know, if these were old comics, if these were comics from the 50s, I'd be like, yeah, these are great. But they're not. Most of these are more modern comics. They could you know, they're easily available in a collectible grade, and that's probably why he considered them not sellable. So this is Uncanny X-Men 338. It says I have it. It's got water damage. So that's one that can go into the other one. I can check the copy that I have and see if I want to keep that one instead. I'm not sure how to mark those on my list, but we'll figure it out. Here's number 343. And this one, again, is water damage, just at the top. So these came from a flood somewhere. Yeah, but I don't have that one, so I'm going to put it in the keep list. 344 is the same, water damage at the top. But, you know, you can still read it. It's still readable. It's still enjoyable. It's not like the water damage I got in my collection when I was a kid, where there was just mold and black mold growing on everything. It was disgusting. 345 water damage, but I don't have it, so we're going to keep it. It's also got quite a bit of spine wear on this one. Oh, Heroes for Hire #1. This one is in pretty bad shape too. I have it, and it's got water damage, and it's got like a stain up here, and it's got major water damage too. I'm not. Yeah, I gotta put that in the garbage pile. That's not one I could. You know, I have a better copy, and I could sell the nice copy and keep that one, but that's bad enough condition where it could deteriorate over time. I don't want to take a chance on it. And I could still sell. I'll probably, yeah, the other one's from 90s, so I'll probably end up still selling the other one, and I just won't have a copy because I know I'll be able to get a better copy at some point if I decide that that's a copy I have been want, since I'm now selling. Thunderbolts #1, water damage, but it is a #1, and I want to read it. Keeping that one. It's got pretty. There's #2. That one's same thing. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I already have 5 and 6 in my collection. So, unless I have them in the sale, I may have put them into a sale. Depends on where they are in the boxes. X Factor 88. And I have this one, and it is worn, and it also has a taped spine. So they taped this one with Scotch tape. So that one's going to go in the garbage pile too. I don't want to trade it. I don't want to. Obviously, I don't want to sell it. Daredevil 303. I don't know what to do with the garbage comics. I might use them for packing material. If I'm shipping somebody comics, then I can just throw those in as buffers between the comics and the box or something. Daredevil 303. Keeping this one. It's not too bad, actually. It's got some tiny tears on the inside along the bottom. I think that's something that happens in the printing process, because I've seen those before. It's got some cover creases too, a little bit on the corner, but not too bad. Not too bad. I can live with that one. Ravage 2099 number 4. Got this one. This one's got water damage too. A lot of water damage in these. That seemed to be the biggest problem, was water damage and the guy cutting the comics with a razor blade. Yeah, this is different kind of water damage. This is all just kind of multiple issues on this. It's like water damage that maybe came from a spill or something, not a flood. Let's see, I already have this one. It's a 93. This is one that I can keep for the collection and then sell the other one, I think. Yeah. X Factor 72. This one I have written down to keep. It's got a cut top. You can't really see it, but you can feel it. So the guy basically scraped the edge with the razor blade, is what what they feel like. So I can't show it to you, but I can definitely feel it with my finger. It's not a smooth thing. So, but that goes into the keeper pile. This was the trade pile on it. X Factor 148. Hold on a second. My other pile is at an angle and sliding into the other pile. X Factor 148. This one says keep. It's got a rip cover. This is the only one thing that's really wrong with it, other than general wear, is it's got this rip on the corner. So keeping that one as well. That's okay for me. And here's X Factor 127. I have it written down as not mint and that I can possibly sell it, but that's not true. I can see a spine slit. The guy cut the spine. You can see. I can see it. There's actually a hole in it right down here where the guy like scraped it and then cut through it. Some moron. All right, I don't actually have that written down as whether I have it or keep it. I'm gonna write it down as keep in case I don't have it. I was gonna try and sell it because it's more modern, but it's damaged, so I can't. X Factor number 115. This says it has water damage. Yep, it does. And it's weird water damage. It's like it got spilled on here and then spread out in a starburst pattern from the edge. That's just the way the wrinkles are. I mean, I don't really see any staining or anything. It's just wrinkled. So that's gonna go in the keeper pile. X Factor 111 says I have it, but it's worn. Yeah, that's worn pretty good. So I'm gonna put that in the keep pile, but probably sell the other one, which is already maybe in the sell, depending on where it was located in the boxes. This is X Factor 94. A lot of X Factors in here. Worn, I have it, and it's got a UPC sticker on the cover. So yeah, this UPC is actually a sticker over the UPC box. So that might be why that other one had that dirty spot on the UPC. Somebody tried to take it off, and then that's what they ended up with. So I don't think I'm gonna try and remove that because I'll end up with the same thing probably. Sector 94 worn, I have it. So it's got wear, it's got a sticker on the cover, but other than that, it's got white pages. It is not that bad. I can put that in a trade. Or, well, actually, I have it. I can put that because I don't mind the sticker. So yeah, I'll keep that one. We won't trade that one. We'll keep that one and try and sell the other one. 93 worn cut top BOPS sticker. So yeah, this has got a hole in the top. You can see where the guy kind of scraped it. It's not really cut, it's just scraped. I think it's hard to tell on some of them. This has got a UPC sticker down here as well. What to do with this one? It's 93. I have it. So that'll go in my. Possibly I can sell the better copy pile as well. Generation X, number 16. Heavyware. Okay. And I have this one. But other than that, not too bad. It's just got some heavy wear on the both covers. So that's going to go in that same pile. Where maybe I will keep it. Gambit and the Externals, number 3. This has got water damage. Yeah, but these were issues that I couldn't make up my mind whether I was going to sell them or not, because I think I have this series already. So we're going to put that in that same pile where I might sell the better copy. Beast, number 2 and 3. These are ones I don't have. I don't remember the Beast even having his own series, actually. This is number 2, spine damage, loose staples. Yeah. All right, so, but I don't have it, so I don't want to sell damaged goods, so I'll keep those in the personal collection. There's number 3. It's similar problems. Weapon X, probably the same deal. I have it, but wasn't trying to decide whether I should sell it or not because I really enjoyed that series. This is number 1, small corner damage. That's all that's got is this. This corner got crushed on the front, or the guy cut it with his razor. One of the two. So yeah, we're gonna put those in the pile of issues that I have, but issues I may swap out and sell the better one. This is number 4. This one looks to be in good shape, but it's got a crease that runs through the whole book somewhere. Right up here. There's like an indentation right here. You can't really see it on camera, I don't think. But the entire book is like that. So it's like it got, I don't know what would cause that. Not to go through the whole book. I could see a page or two, but to go through the whole book like that, I don't know what would cause that. All right. Superman 55. We're not even close to being done yet. And we've been going for 44 minutes. Superman 55. There's a hole in the cover. Yeah, great big hole in this cover. Ta-da. So I'm just going to put that in the garbage pile. I have it, and it's from 90s, but I have it, and I don't want it if I already have a decent copy of it. Going through this much damage really just wore me out. It wasn't fun like I thought it would be. Here's Action Comics 664. Great cover, many spine ticks, bad ink transfer on one inside page, and I already have it. So yeah, this one The major problem with this one, we got dog ear right now, is there's this one page in here. Yeah, here it is, where the blackness of this page has transferred to the art page. Let's see if I can get it in there where you can see it. It's just, it looks much worse in person than what I'm seeing on my little camera. Although this is a bad, the little screen on my laptop doesn't show. It looks, the video always looks better when I watch them on YouTube than what it shows while I'm recording. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with this one. It's not garbage. It's just got that one bad page, but it's not. Man, it's gonna have to go in the garbage pile because I can't trade it. I don't want it, and I don't know what else to do with it. All right, what's this one? Looney Tunes. There, so these are the ones that I was excited about, but almost all of these are incomplete. Yeah, this one's got writing on the cover. It's got a really whatever the heck is going on up at the top. It's got this big crease, got holes in the staples. But normally for, a comic book from 1956, I would be fine with all of that. But it's incomplete. It's missing the centerfold. So that's going to go in the, well, it's not really garbage. It's just incomplete. So I may need to start a new, I'm going to start a new, list of incomplete issues, because I know there's some in here. And I like to hold on to those because if I ever get another copy, depending on what's missing, if it's the centerfold, maybe I'll get a coverless copy where the centerfold's still there. Maybe I'll get if the cover's missing, maybe I'll, get the cover, but it's missing a bunch of pages. So I may be able at some point to create a complete issue. So yeah, that's that. Superboy. This is an old one in really rough shape. 209. Loose, bad cover. Cover needs laminating. Chunk missing from letters page. So this one, tests that theory too, because obviously this is one where I'm going to have to laminate the cover. You can see how bad it is if I decide to keep it. And the insides are all there, but then there's this chunk missing on the back page of the letters page. So this is one there where it really tests that theory is poor grade better than no grade, because this is, this is from the 70s, but I've gotten quite a few of these for less than $1 or $2. So this is probably somewhat easily replaceable with a better copy. But for now, it's going in as a keeper because I don't have it, and it is an older issue. Boy, what's going on next? We got Generation X 97 annual. I think I used to have the first couple of years of this series before I dropped it. I was never that big of a fan of the artwork, although people were raving about the style back then. But I enjoyed the characters. I thought the characters were interesting. They were new. They were different. And this one's got a wraparound cover. Let me show you that. And then it's also got a fold out for a NBC shows that are coming on. All right, what's going on with this one? Water damage. Water damage. All right, I don't know if it's water damage or not. I don't see like what I would normally call water damage, but there is. Yeah, if there's water damage, it's very minor. I'm not sure. It may have just been rolled and put in weird positions a few times. But I don't have that one, so it's going in the keeper pile because, like I said, it's not good enough to sell. Journey into Mystery, top spine cover, damage on back. So yeah, you got a kind of a crushed corner and a split corner there at the top, and damage on the back is, yeah, this is just a crushed corner back here that's more visible on the back side. You can see it right there on the corner, but I don't have it, so it goes in the keeper pile. Orlok and the Infinity Watch. Yeah, in order for me to buy another one of these boxes, it would have to be almost all old comics, because I'm not enjoying going through all these more modern comics with this much damage on them, because there's really just no reason for it to be there other than people didn't care. Orlok and the Infinity Watch. Actually, there's 2 of these in this box, so I'm not sure which one this is. And that's funny. Maybe I just wrote the number down wrong, because I've got one listed as having it and one listing as a keeper. So, not sure which one this is going to be. So, but I'll put that in the halves. Yeah, not everything sells either. That's another thought. Is just because I have it for sale doesn't mean it's going to sell for the newer issue that I have. So yeah, this buying this box for me was probably a mistake, because it gives me too many decisions to make. It's too much of a quandary of, okay, well, I can put this in the sale pile now, but that doesn't mean somebody's going to buy it. So then I'll end up with a bad issue and a good issue. And just going to be hard for me to figure things out. It adds more to the bulk when I'm trying to make room and so forth. So here's Force Works number 3. Just says it's not mint, but I don't have that one, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Number 2. Says it's been cut at the top. So, yep, I can feel the scrape on the back page. Not so much. Can't really feel it that much, but you can see it. You can see the color break right on the edge because we scraped it. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the keeper pile as well. Here's a thick one. New Warriors, annual number 3. Water damage. I have it. So, yeah. I'm going to throw that in the... Yeah, I've got a better copy somewhere, but it's probably going in the sale pile. So, that'll replace the ones I sell. Gambit and the externals, number 2. Says this one is water damaged as well, but I have it. Yep, some water damage that's sprinkled towards it around the top pretty badly, but not too bad. I can still live with that one if I sell the other ones, the good ones. Secret Defenders. This was pretty much, yeah. There's not much I can do with this one. This has got pretty heavy water damage for a cardboard cover. It is still all there and readable, but yeah, I hate water damage. It's the worst damage of all. I'm going to actually put that in the garbage pile as well. So, all right, let's keep going. We're after this stack, we'll probably be about halfway through, I think. This is Action Comics. This is garbage. This is, you know, it was stuck to another comic. Somebody tore it off, and it's readable, but it's just junk. That one's going in the garbage pile, definitely. And I need to mark that on my list. Sorry, I forgot to do that with the last one. Action. And yeah, I already had that one marked as garbage. All right, Superman Lois Lane. This is number 1. It's worn. Something that would go in the traders as a reader copy if I didn't already, if I had it already, but I don't. So I'm going to keep that one. Archer and Armstrong, number 15. This definitely got some water damage. I have it listed as keeping it though, so I guess I don't have this issue. Ghost Rider 10. This was disappointing too, because this was actually in pretty decent shape, except for the guy split this entire cover when he scraped it. Whole spine is just cut right up the top. So I'm going to keep this one because it's not good enough to do anything else with. It's almost a garbage copy, but since like I said, it's I don't like doing using the tape and stuff on modern comics because I can still go out and find a copy of this in good shape. I don't need to preserve this one necessarily. But it's what I got, so we'll stick with it. Spider-Girl, number 24, rolled cover. Got it listed as keeping it. Yeah, that's rolled really bad. And it's just the cover. It's not the entire issue. It's just the cover that's rolled. But don't have it, keeping it. So, I'm keeping a lot of them. The value is there. It was $50 for this box, and it was 166 comics, not counting the Wizard magazine and the digest. So it came out to like 30 cents without counting those. So the value's there. It's just not something that I think I want to deal with on a regular basis. Too much work. New Mutants, number 57. Heavy wear, stain on the back. I have this one, so I can still, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, if I have a nice copy of that one, I could keep that one instead. So we'll put that in the maybes. Thor Annual 12. This thing is beat. Got a rolled spine, really bad rolled spine. I always feel like I should be able to roll them back, but you can't seem to do that. Maybe with a press you can do that. I don't know what you can do with a press. I almost need a vice grip to just re-smooth it out in the right spot or something. But anyway, that's one I've got too, so that's going to go in the maybes, depending on whether I think I can sell the other copy. Rom Annual number 2. Don't have this one, so I got it listed as a keeper. It's from 1983. The guy cut the top. You can feel the waviness on the top where he cut into or scraped into the edge of the comic. Other than that, it's not too bad. It's worn. It's got some spine ticks and stuff, but yeah, if it didn't have that scraping, Dave would have probably sold it on eBay. But he's like me. If it's in too bad a shape, he doesn't want to sell it, I guess. Alpha Flight 31. This also has a cut top. So I'm going to stick that in the maybes because I already have that. Prime number 15. This, I believe, had some water damage. Nope, it's got a cut bottom. Not feeling a cut bottom. I don't know. There's something funky going on the bottom. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Got a little bit of a curve there. Or it may be water damage. It may just be from the guy cutting it. I don't know. This one was actually in a plastic bag, but it was still damaged. There was a few that were in plastic, but they were all still damaged. So, but I don't have this one. It's not in that bad a shape. I'll keep that one. Daring New Adventures of Supergirl. I don't think I have any of these anymore. I used to have a bunch. There's a sticker on the cover. So this is cool. So we're getting into some issues where, as far as I could tell, the only reason they were in here were because of the stickers on the cover. So I'm going to mark all of those as keeping them if I don't already have them. But I wanted to, it's just those little vinyl stickers. So I wanted to try and take the stickers off. I think I can get them off of most of them. But you want to be like super, super careful, because when you see me doing it on the bags, and they pretty much, I'll do it quick and they'll come right off. But on a comic book, it would be really easy to bite into the cover and rip it. So yeah, I got that one off. Let's see. Yeah, I can't feel any residue because it's those vinyl stickers that don't really leave anything. So, yeah, this is a decent, this is now a decent copy. It's aged. It's not white anymore. It's, but it's, for my collection, it's great. So, yeah, there's a little chunk on the back where the guy cut it, maybe. But that's definitely a keeper. So, Sugar and Spike, these were so disappointing. These are incomplete issues. This one is not only incomplete, but it's got the first 2 pages ripped out, which probably means the last 2 pages are the ones that are missing. So unfortunately, those have to go into the incomplete pile. I was looking forward to those, but yeah, incomplete. So this one's Sad Sack. This is number 162. Says spine is beat sticker on cover, so it's definitely a keeper for me, because all it is a bad spine. I do need to tape the spine. It's in bad enough shape where I should tape it with my archival tape. Once again, I want to emphasize for anybody new watching, I don't use Scotch tape. I use the library tape that they use to repair books. And the object isn't to, it's just to excuse me, preserve the book for my enjoyment, not anybody else's. So yeah, I got that sticker off. It is a little discolored there from the sticker being there, unfortunately, but yeah, good enough for me. I would have left the sticker on even. So this isn't a comic book. This is just a little Marvel Spotlight issue 2. It's a free thing where they go over like upcoming comic issues or something from Marvel. Yeah, there's some scheduling stuff on the back of comics that are coming out, and I'm not sure when this is from. It doesn't have a year on it. Oh yeah, it's got a copyright of 1995 is the copyright on it. But the cool thing about this is it opens up into this. And now that's awesome, man. That's cool. So, yeah, Adam Kubert poster of the Hulk face there. That's nice. Too bad it's got the lines in it, but yeah, nice piece of artwork there. That's gonna go up on a wall somewhere, I think. All right, and then let's see. That's the back cover to that one. This is Batgirl number 18. So that was a nice little surprise in there. That was actually, I took out the monotony of going through everything and finding all the damage. So this one's got water damage, but it's an issue I don't have, so it's going in the keeper. Like I said, the water damage isn't that bad. I don't see any dirtiness to this any of this water damage. So I think it's just going to be wavy. I don't think it's ever going to deteriorate to anything worse. This is Supergirl number C2 from 2011. Only thing really wrong with this one is that the cover's split. You know, it just split, torn right down the middle. And but I can put some archival tape on that and keep that one. So other than that, I couldn't find any damage on it. The Thing number 8. Don't have this one, so I'm keeping it. It is from the 80s, but it's got this chewed corner right here. So it'll go in my. What I'll do is I'll keep this one. I'll put a sticker on it of damaged when I do the date sticker up in the corner of the bag. I'll use the letter D for a damaged book. And what I'll do is I won't list this as having this, even though I do have it, in hopes that I'll find a better issue. Spectacular Spider-Man 157. Not too bad a shape, actually. I have this listed as not mint, so, and I don't have this one, and it is from the 80s, I believe. Yeah, 89. It's got, you know, it's been crushed on the bottom, like maybe it's one of those that got, like if it was in a bag in a box and it fell down and got other ones piled on top of it, something like that. That kind of damage to it. But other than that, you know, full, complete. I couldn't find any rips or tears or holes or anything, so keeping that one. Silver Surfer 14. I got listed as to keep. It's got some tears in the cover. It says, yeah, here it is, way back down here. That the bottom got tape snagged or something. There's a chunk there where it's ripped. Spider-Girl 43. Worn, ripped first page. So it's got some wear to it, and it's got a ripped on the front page. Yeah, up here in the top. So, yeah, going in the keeper pile because I can't sell it. I can't sell hardly any of these, actually. I think there's maybe two issues in here that I might be able to sell. And I knew that going in. I knew these were damaged books. He showed every single one of them when he was throwing them in the box. He just didn't disclose, you know, what every single piece of damage there was. And like I said, the value is still here. It only came out to 30 cents. And that's including shipping, by the way. This huge box of comics was $50, and it included shipping, which, you know, it would have cost quite a bundle to ship this. I don't think it says on the label what it cost to ship it, but it would have been quite a bit. Yeah, he sent it the same way I send mine, USPS Ground Advantage, because that way you can have them picked up at your house. But it's the cheapest way to go that you can have them picked up at your house. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not. It would have been over $20-$30 to ship this box, easy. So the value was there. Wolverine number 11. So if you're looking for, you know, ones that aren't in that great of shape, you just want to read some comics, you might want to check his channel out. It's Dr. Skull 9. He's going to do these boxes on Wednesdays. He also has the books that I've showed you where I get off the eBay auctions where they're 99 cents, but then I get shipping added to them. So I usually end up with them around $1.50, $1.60, somewhere in there. Well, this one doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape. Got maybe a little tiny bit of water damage or something at the bottom. But other than that, that's pretty cool. Nice cover, too. X-Men 26. This one is worn big time. But it says it's complete. It's just really badly worn, and it is. It's got little rips in it and been crumpled in a couple places. but I don't have it, so I do now. X Factor 26. I have this one. It says it's complete, but in very bad condition. So yeah, this is pretty rough. I'm gonna throw that in the garbage. Well, not literally, but in the garbage pile, because I don't know what to do with it. It's not in good enough shape where I even want to trade it, and it's honestly, it's in rough shape, rough enough shape where I don't want it in the collection either. Because if it was if it was from the 1930s, yeah, great. But for something that's 80s, just not good enough. X Factor 34, heavy wear, dirty, rolled spine, and I have it. And yeah, it's not in good enough shape to even trade. I'm going to put that in the garbage pile as well. Too rough to use for that modern of a comic. This is something called Black Mist. I'd never heard of it. It's from Caliber Press. It is from the 90s, I think, 1994. Black and white. Kind of a simplistic art style, but it looks good in black and white. Just not familiar with it. It is... yeah, this is one that was cut on the top. So there's you can see where it's been damaged just from him scraping along the top of it. And to be clear, that's not Dr. Skull doing that. This is just bulk comics that he bought somewhere that a lot of them were obviously done to. Okay, so this one I'm a little excited about, but it is in really rough shape, and he said it was in really rough shape too. But as you know, I can laminate the cover and save that part of it. And try to be careful here. There's pieces falling off of it just from showing it to you. But it's really dirty. It's really been water damaged, and this is kind of what my comics looked like after the sale. So I could laminate the cover, but then the pages are still bad. But I'm thinking, because these pages here, they're ripped almost up into the picture. But I could actually go through and cut this down. Well, I couldn't that page. So yeah, this might have to end up in the garbage too. It's really rough. It's not in good enough shape to try and save it, I don't think. And that's a shame. It's a great cover. The old Dell Red Rider comic issue. This was 91. I didn't look up the year because it's in such bad shape. I didn't know what else to do with it. So I'm probably going to keep it for now, but it's in such bad shape I can't even read it. So without destroying it. Let's see. This is going to be Adventures of Superman 500 in the white bag. It's still sealed in the white bag. He threw this into the box. Most of the sellers I see on the places sell these for about $5. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the sale for $2. It's still sealed, so it should still be mint, except maybe a line from the bags pressing into it. It does have the $5 sticker on it, which I hesitate to try and get off of the bag. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wreck the bag. So I'm going to put that in the sale as well, just to get it there. And then this one is a sale. This is the same issue. It's got a different cover because this wasn't the collector's copy. It's beat up a little bit. It's got a couple of rough corners. Got this writing right here on the cover. I'm going to try and use the Abzarine on that because it looks like the same kind of writing that was on another issue where I was able to get almost all the writing off of it. Let me just see how it goes here. And yep, It's not coming off at all. If it is, it's just barely. So what I'll probably do with this one, this is 80s, right? I think this is 80s. Someday I'm going to figure out what that app screen is good for. It's weird how it works on some stuff and nothing else. This is 93, so I still have this. I think. I don't think I put this up for sale. This one's got it right. So what I'll do is I'll package this with the mid copy as a reader copy. I think I'll do that. And then I'm going to put this in the garbage pile for now, too. There's no cover. I don't even know what it is. It's a Zane Grey issue. Oh, there. Wait a second. It's actually 4-color 301, it looks like. But there's no cover. Obviously, the insides are in pretty bad shape. So well, I'll stick that with the garbage stuff for now, just because it is what it is. Like I said, maybe someday I'll find a copy where the centerfold's missing, and then I'll have the centerfold. Who knows, Or if somebody else has a copy that needs the centerfold, let me know, and I will send it to you. And here we have Superhero 26. And I wrote down to keep this one, but this is really bad water damage on this one. This one's going in the garbage too. And this doesn't, yeah, that's probably garbage where I'm just actually going to throw it away. Supergirl 11. Heavy water damage. Yeah, the pages are so stiff it doesn't want to turn. It's like 90s pinup art in here instead of telling a story almost. A lot of posing going on. Got that page. You got that with Nightwing. You got Supergirl there. You got these guys. You got another girl there. I don't know if that's Supergirl or not. I got whatever that thing is, some kind of creature, alien thing. Nightwing again, Supergirl again. Just a lot of that 90s style posing in these, even though it's from 2006. This is in pretty rough shape too. I think that's gonna go in the garbage pile as well. It's too new for me to try and keep it as an issue. Yeah, that other one, 26. Garbage, yeah. All right, Warlock Chronicles, number 4. $19.93. Bottom left corner badly damaged. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, yeah, that somebody had spilled chocolate milk or coffee or something on that corner. Yeah, it's in pretty rough shape. And again, this is modern enough where I can find better copies, so it's going to go in the garbage pile as well. Unfortunately, I had it written down as keeping it, but as I go through these, I'm getting more particular. So here's the other Warlock and the Infinity Watch. What did I do with the other one? I didn't write down what I did with the other one. All right. This is a copy that I could live with if I need to, so we're gonna put it in that pile. Dark Hawk, number 13. This is 1992, poor condition for its age, which is very true, especially on the back. The front doesn't look that bad, but the back is bad. It's got a stain running through half the comic right here where it got spilled on and chewed on or teased on or something. But I like Dark Hawk and I don't have that issue, so I'm going to keep it for now. Dark Hawk number 2, same thing, worn and stained. Just starring Spider-Man. Yeah, it's got a stain back here on the back, but that's nothing I can't live with. So this one I got excited about this one too, Iron Man 82, but you guessed it, it's incomplete. Somebody cut a single page out of it. Right here, you can see the little flap where it was cut. It took me a while to go through it and find out where that was missing because I kept coming up with the wrong page count, but it looked like it was all there. So that's going in the incomplete. Bill and Ted's Excellent Comic Book. Most excellent. Water Damage. This is number 3. Yeah, now it's going in the keeper list, but it's one of those where I could probably find a better copy and probably will at some point, but it's not so bad that I can't not have it in my collection. So Uncanny Avengers number 1, 2015. This would be a perfect copy, except the guy scraped it at the top with his razor blade. You can feel where it's not straight anymore. He actually cut off part of the cover or something. Other than that, nothing wrong with it. So sad. But I don't have that one, so I do get to keep it for 30 cents. Yay! Avengers number 2. Well, actually, since some of this is garbage and so forth, I don't. Actually, I'm not ending up with as many traders as I thought I would once I decided to trade them. But Uncanny Avengers 2 from 2015, same thing. So same thing, 1 and 2. What do you bet? Since he was doing it that way, he tried cutting more than one at a time. What a moron. Jack Kirby's Fourth World, number 17, 1998. I got this written down to keep it, but it has a page that has been crushed, I think in the back. Yeah, so this one page, just this one page, that's all the damage right there at the top of this page. It's not on the back, it's not on the next page, it's not on the inner pages, it's just this page. Somebody grabbed it and went and ball fisted it or something. I don't know. Just weird damage. All right, we're still going, guys. We still have a lot to go through. I know this is a super long. We've been going an hour and a half already. I should maybe split this into more than one episode, but I don't want to. I'll just try to speed things up here. We got what is this? Supergirl and the Legion 27. Damage is on the back. I already have this issue, but this is a modern issue. The damage to the back is not that bad. This is, well, wait a second, it goes into the inside pages a little bit. Yeah, I think I could trade that one. That'll go in the trader copy as a reader copy only. All right. Marvel Comics Wolverine number 165. Cover damage says I'm keeping it. Yeah, it's just got a worn cover for being such a newer issue. Lethal Foes of Spider-Man number 3. Wear and Stress, keeping that one. The Spirit #1. Have this one. It says there's a cut spine. I would have. All right, that one's going to go in the. I'll swap it out for the. And sell the better copy. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 6. I'm going to say 64. 22. It's got 64 pages. It is all there. And ripped cover. So yeah, this cover's got a big old rip on it. Right here, right through the middle for some reason. You can see my finger sticking through there. But that's all that's wrong with it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the same copy. If I have a decent copy, I can maybe sell the other one. Is that the first appearance of Speedball? That'd be cool if I could have that in the sale. I think it says enter Speedball, the Masked Marvel. Like, that might be the first appearance of Speedball. That'd be cool. Mr. Miracle #3. 1989. Just says it's worn, so I'm keeping that one. That actually fits my collection pretty well. From 89, so in the right year period. Tales of the Legion #331. Keeping that one. I don't have it, and it's got a cut top. Again, it's from 86, so I need that one. Robotech Masters. This one had pretty major damage, water damage on it. I think this is gonna go in the garbage pile. Yeah, heavy water damage. It's from 86, so I could keep it, but I'm not that big of a fan of the Robotech stuff. So yeah, that's going in the garbage pile too. For now, anyway. Wolverine 58. Back when he was one of the being published twice a month. Torn Spine, it says. Yep, Torn Spine, and also it's loose on the covers. I can feel it. The inside's floating around where it doesn't match up with the cover exactly. But I don't have that one, so we're going to keep it. Krypton Chronicles #2 has a torn back. Yep, little tear right there. I can live with that, so I'm keeping that one. Richie Rich Millions. This one was in pretty rough shape, but it is complete. And yeah, it's got a stain over here. The spine's falling apart a little bit. It's got dog-eared pages. It's very yellow, but it is all there. So it still, despite the staining on the front and the back, it does fit my collection pretty well. Invaders #3. Got excited for this, but it was incomplete. Never seen that show. So I don't, right there, I think it's about aliens. Original Sin #3. This is in pretty decent shape, but it says it's got a ripped front. Yeah, it's got a rip right up here. Other than that, it's fine. So it says I have that one. Okay. So that one's going to go into the other pile of possibly keeping it. The Filth. I don't imagine that that's a series I want to read. But it's 2002. It says it's been scraped at the top. And it's a little worn, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in the keeper list since I don't have it. Savage Spider-Man #2. Torn cover. Keep it. It's obviously not even that old. I was surprised at how thin the paper was on this. I didn't realize. Is this what the comics are like now, where the cover paper is it almost feels like it's thinner than the inside covers or the inside pages. This feels thicker than the cover does. So I don't know if this is just printed wrong or if that's how they're making them now. It'd be a stupid way of making them, but I don't know. Adventures of Superman 520. Damaged cover, and I have it. So yeah, this is damaged pretty good on the cover. Put that in the garbage pile as well, which it's not really garbage, it's a scrap pile. Brave and the Bold, Batman and Wonder Woman, number 5. That's pretty recent too. The guy cut the top of it. Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, he cut right into the top right there. Other than that, nice copy. It's not that old. Detective Comics number 818. I have this listed as I need it and that it's been misprinted. So this doesn't look that bad. Oh yeah, it's got that white strip along the top where it wasn't printed correctly in the printing process. Got that for a few pages at the front of the comic. Other than that, I don't really see anything wrong with this one. So keeping that one. That's actually, yeah. Marvel Comics Presents number 52. Cut top. Oh, badly cut top. Look at that. He mangled that one. I'm gonna have to actually. Oh wow. I guess that's one of those that I'll mark as damaged because there's no doubt I should be able to find a better copy than that for my collection. Because Marvel Comics Presents, even though it goes into the 90s, is one of those series that I want to try and put together a full set of. Here's number 150. Got a little shiny goodness with this lady in silver ink, and but it does have spine damage where it's been ripped. Web of Spider-Man 91. Damage cover. I have this one. What's wrong with the cover? What's the damage? Oh, here it is. Got a hole in it right there. Yeah, been torn pretty good. All right, so can't sell it, can't trade it. It'll go in the garbage pile. Gotta stop calling it that. What should we call it? Scrap pile. Salvage pile. That's what I called the video, right? So we'll call it salvage. Soviet Super Soldiers number 1. Pretty sure I have this, but it's from 92, so I probably maybe have put this into one of the sales. But this is just worn. It's not that bad a shape. I couldn't find anything majorly wrong with this other than the back is pretty dirty. And it's got some kind of... What the heck is that? It's got some kind of damage along the spine back there. I don't know what it is. It might be from the printing process as well. But put that in the halves, but maybe need, depending on if the better copy sells. Let's see. Green Lantern, New Guardians 4. So this was from 2012. It says it has a cover indentation, and it does. There's an indentation right here that runs through the entire book. And I don't know what causes those, but maybe it was rolled at some point like this or something. I don't know. Other than that, I can't find anything wrong with this one. I can't find where it's been cut. It's all nice, smooth edges. That's practically a new book. For other than that cover indentation, I don't see anything wrong with this at all. But he must have put it in here for some reason instead of trying to sell it. Maybe he just thought it was too new and people expect it to be mint condition if it's that new. I don't know. Or maybe he just threw in a few issues that were in decent shape because he knew how bad everything was. Wonder Woman 64. Crumpled cover. Other than that, I can keep it. The cover is in really bad shape, like somebody just mangled the cover up, but the rest of the issue is not that bad. Infinity Heist number 2. So I can see a tear down there at the bottom. And yep, cover tear, that's all it says. Got this tear right down here. And it's actually, yeah, right there. So that can go on my keeper list. Convergence Wonder Woman. I have all the Convergence issues. I'm trying to sell them. So this one's got a detached cover. Yes, it is. Okay. So this is, I actually like this better than the crappy copy I've got with that stupid fancy cardboard cover where they only have half the cover. I hated those. So I can put this in the keeper pile. Actually, I don't mind the cover being detached like that. Wonder Woman 29 for my own personal use. I would never sell one like that or trade one like that. Wonder Woman 29, George Perez says it's dirty and a cut top. So yeah, the guy, you see where the guy scraped it. And yeah, it's not old, but it's yellowed and browned beyond what it should be for this time of year. You got Wonder Woman, Cheetah's coming in out of the vines there. So if you can tell that that's Cheetah. I didn't realize it until just now. Neat cover, really detailed. All that wonderful George Perez detail. Legion number 46. Oh, cut on the side, so it got scraped on the side a little. Other than that, it's not in too bad a shape. It's just general wear. It's got this area down here is crumpled up a little bit and been straightened out. Says I have it. But, so we'll put it in and maybe I'll keep file if I sell the better copy. Batgirl number 6. Although I have a lot of Legion in that second sale that's coming up. You'll have seen it by now because this is being filmed ahead of time. But Batgirl 6, creased bad wear spot on the back. I got it marked to keep it. Yeah, it's got a couple creases on the cover. It goes through the whole book. And it's got a bad wear spot on the back where the cover's actually gone, but it's not worn all the way through. So we'll keep that one. Man from Uncle. This one was a little exciting. Happy to see this one. It had a sticker on it, so hopefully that's the only thing I have. Yeah, Rough Edges sticker on cover. So this is a complete issue. And I don't mind keeping it all. And it looks like this sticker is going to come right off. Yes, sir. So a little rough around the edges, but yeah, happy with that. Happy with that. And from Uncle, I think I only, in my entire life, I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of that and wasn't overly impressed. I know it's a classic show, but I also haven't seen enough of it to really get the gist of it. So, Lobo Annual number 2, 1994, not mint, corner wear. This was one I had considered selling, but it is kind of rough on the corners. I think I'm going to put that in the trade pile. I had it marked as sell, but now that I see it under this bright light, I can see it's in a little bit worse shape than I thought it was. Catwoman 0. Have this issue, but it's got a cut spine. So the guy scraped the spine on this one. All right. All right. One more pile, and then we're finally done. Then I got to figure out what to do with all of these. Do I bag them? Do I just throw them in the box? What do I do? All right. Well, some of them will be bagged, like the Man from U.N.C.L.E. will definitely get bagged. But Superman 20. No, Supergirl 20. I'm sorry. Says to keep it that it's got damage on the front cover. So yeah, it's just been enjoyed. Nothing major, just creases and spine ticks. So keep that one. Here's number 13. Same thing, because it's got damage on the back. Yeah, it's got. Oh, this is that. Well, that one. All right. This one looks like somebody sliced it with a razor blade, but the slices didn't actually go through. It just made impressions into this and then just a little bit into the next page. But there's no holes. So that one can go in my collection, okay. Even though it's more modern. Superman 1, 1994. Indentation on the cover. Huh. All right. Yeah, I can see like a mark here, a couple marks, the one here. Not sure what would cause that. Almost looks like it was open and somebody wrote on a piece of paper with a pen, not on the comic, but the indentation went through to the cover. Something on that order. So this one, number 1, I have this one, but it's 94, so this will go into the, probably, I'll keep it if the other one sells. I don't know. It's confusing. This is getting to be too much like work, man. Electra number 15. Detached cover needs taping. Okay. Yeah, that's detached and definitely kind of split. But other than that, not a bad issue inside. Supergirl number 10. Cover pulled from one staple. That's all that's wrong with it. That's a keeper. Yeah, it's loose on the top. Not bad. X Factor 137. That one looks pretty neat. Bad spine needs tape. Says I'm keeping it. It's got a Fruity Pebbles ad on the inside. Yeah, cover split in the middle. X Factor 145. Keep small spine, tear at top. So there's a little split right there at the top. Is really all that's wrong with this, other than general wear, but not too bad. X-Force 28. Slight water damage. I have it as a keeper. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. A little bit on the bottom. Superman number 29 from 1989. Warren says to keep it. I don't have it. It's from 89, so I'm keeping that one. X-Force number 7. Early X-Force wear, slight water damage. It says I have it. Very slight water damage. That's just barely there. This is a decent, not that bad a copy. I'm not even sure that's water damage. It's so slight. There's no waviness to the pages at all. It just it just feels like there's something going on there. I think I gotta put that in the traders. That's actually not that bad. I have it. But it's not. Well, I have it, but it's from '92. Yeah, it's almost good enough where I could sell this one. I'll put it in traders. I'm gonna need some traders coming up. So, what if number 9? What if the X-Men died on their first mission? Marvel probably would have went out of business by now. All right, this one's got some scraped edges, but it says I'm keeping it. And this is called True Swamp. And I had absolutely no information on this at all. It didn't come up in Grand Comics database when I put in True Swamp. I don't know what it is. It's not a full 36 pages. It's in black and white. It is from Peristaltic Press from Seattle, Washington, published quarterly in '94. So I don't know if this is like an underground or what this is. Just not familiar with it. It does say it's adult material. So I don't want to show too much of it until I know better. ROM 75, 1986, cut on the bottom, sticker on the cover. So this one's not too bad. The guy did scrape it on the bottom, it feels like. But I'm keeping this one. It's from the 80s. And it's not in that bad a shape at all. And the vinyl stickers will come off if you're careful. There's probably a better way of doing this than just with a razor blade, but yeah, it's good enough for me. A little discoloration where the sticker was, not real bad, but that's a keeper for me. Richie Rich and Casper. Sticker on the cover. I actually have this one. So I'm gonna get the sticker off. Looks like it's coming off pretty quick. So a little bit of discoloration there from that. You can see the pink from the cover came off on the back of the sticker a little bit. But I already have this one, so this one's worn, but it's complete. I don't mind it. I will have to see if the other one's in good enough shape for me to sell or not. Otherwise, I could put that in trade too. I could put that in trade. I think I'll do that. I'll put that one in trade since I have it already. Marge's Tubby. This is number 40 from 1960. I don't have this one, so I could keep this one. It has got this really bad stain on the cover around here, all the way around up through here, and but that's it. Other than that, it's just general wear. There's nothing really wrong with it, so that's fine with me. That can go in my collection. Ghostly Hunt from Charlton. Piggy's doing the Charlton. Number 26, 1972. Poor cover, sticker on the cover. But it is complete, so that'll be one I'm keeping. See if that sticker will come off. Let me put a $10 price sticker on that and then stuck it to the book. What a moron. So yeah, discoloration there too from the sticker glue, but that's good. Always happy to have Charlton's. Harbinger number 32, crushed corner, maybe cut. Yeah, it got crushed up here, and yeah, maybe scraped. It's got some corner wear on the back too. Let's see if I. Oh, I didn't have this one anyway, so keeping that one. It just goes in the keeper pile. All right, Nick Fury versus Shields. I got 1, 2, 3, and 6. I have all of these. The only things wrong are the stickers on the cover and the general wear. So what I'm going to do with these is take the stickers off, first of all. And then I have these. They're from 88. So what I'm going to do with these, and they are worn pretty bad. The covers are worn. But this is, if you're not familiar, this was a 6-issue series from the 1988s. If I remember right, it was pretty good. It's been a long time since I read it. But these are going to go in the trades as well. They're not in good enough shape for me where I feel comfortable selling them. This one's actually got a lot of wear on it. So these will just go for reader copies in the trades. If you want to check out the trading program, it's at, what is it, Blogspot. Cheap Comic Collector on Blogspot. Look for that, and it will. Oh, there should be a link in the description, actually, of the video. So you can go there and trade with me. If you want, you could actually, as long as it's not an issue that I have, then you can pretty much send me anything you want as long as it's complete and I don't have it. Lately, people have been sending me some stuff that I already have. I haven't said anything about it because it doesn't really matter. But there is a list there of everything that I try to keep updated of what I have. It's a little harder now because now that we're doing sales, I have to take stuff out. And sometimes, like I'm going to have these extra copies, and so it's sometimes I have to come up with a new system of figuring out what I have and don't have, but I'm not sure how to do that. So this is Spider-Woman number 1, 1999. Sticker on the cover, spine wear, not that bad. I will keep this one. Nightcrawler number 4 from the 80s. I already have this one. I do not have this one. There's a sticker on the cover and there's a hole in the back. Ooh, yeah, big hole right there. Somebody sliced into that with something. But I can live with that. Let me just take the sticker off. Sometimes I might be better leaving the stickers on, but like I said, these are just going into my own collection anyway. So, Web of Spider-Man 77. It's cut at the top, so I'm going to keep that one. You can feel where the guy scraped it. I don't think he actually cut into it. It's just scraped along the edge. 92. Not mint. Other than that, it's the only thing I have written down is it's not mint. So it does look like the cover is not matching up with the book a little bit on the edge. Don't know why that is. So maybe it was cut. I don't know. But keeping it. Star Trek The Next Generation, Ill Wind number 1 from DC Comics. DC Comics sometimes has really long titles. This one's from 1995. Got cover damage and stains on the inside. So, yeah, the cover's worn pretty good. Stain on the inside. All right, well, I'm not seeing the stain, but I must have found it, or I wouldn't have said it. There it is. There it is, right on the corner, right there. Affects a few pages, so. All right, good enough. Treasure Chest, Volume 18, number 14, 1963. Again, the only thing I could find with this one is this stain that goes across the top here and continues onto the wraparound cover. So at least it's consistent. It goes all the way along here, like I got coffee or something spilled on it. But it does seem to be complete, so I'll keep in that one. And then we have the last but not least, the Sugar and Spike, the other incomplete issue from Sugar and Spike. So we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 incomplete issues. I thought there was more than that in there. That's not too bad. That's not terrible. And we ended up with 2 we can put in the sale pile. So that'll get me $4 back. And then I got the one I get to send to Easy Comic Reader, so that's nice. I do have quite a pile here of ones that are keepers, or at least that I'm keeping because I don't have a better copy. So, and then there's a few like the Treasure Chest and the what was it, Man from U.N.C.L.E. issue, stuff like that I'm excited to have in the collection. So all in all, not terrible, but it was a lot of work going through these. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure that I would buy another one. Not because the value's not there, it's confusing me, because now I have bad copies of some of the good copies, and since I'm now selling, it's like, do I keep the bad copies and sell the good copies or what? It's just a little confusing for me, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll still watch his videos, and if there's one there that's got some stuff in it that I think I really want, then, you know, I'd probably jump on them. But like if these incomplete issues, I mean, if Looney Tunes, Sugar and Spikes, Invaders, and Iron Man, if these hadn't been incomplete issues, I feel like I would have been a lot happier with the lot. But you know, as it is, it's a lot of modern stuff that I can't sell, and it no longer fits the criteria for my collection. But that's my fault. I knew what I was buying. I just wanted to get it, see what it was like. And then we got, you know, this pile here that's pretty much not usable for one reason or another. And but I got that cool poster too, that cool white poster. That was actually the coolest thing in there. So yeah. So I'll leave you at that. Thanks for watching. If you watch to the end, you're a trooper. This is almost 2 hours long, and that's crazy. I didn't think it would go that long. There was a lot of comics in there. So thank you, everyone. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Tomorrow's episode, we'll be going through some more Comic Stand books. I promise it will not be this long. All right. See you guys.